Hi, I'm Tony Pena. One of the tasks that we have when we're doing a prior learning portfolio is we have to convert our prior knowledge into college credits. The thing is, not all learning is necessarily college level learning, even though it might be good and it might be important. Now, there are a lot of different sources of knowledge. We can take academic classes, we can do training workshops at work or in other places, we can go to seminars, we can learn things on the job through apprenticeships, through internships, externships, or other kinds of on-the-job training. We can get work experience and gain knowledge from doing things in the workplace. We can also do independent study. We can learn online. We can learn in the library. Or we can learn by volunteering and doing all kinds of different things. There are a lot of places where we can get knowledge. Now, assessing this knowledge for college credit can sometimes be a bit difficult and complex because everybody's situation is different. Although all learning tends to be valuable, not all learning is necessarily equivalent to what is taught in college courses. Now, the Council for Adult and Experiential Learning is the association that is most highly recognized as the experts in prior learning assessment. And they have set up standards for PLA, and there are 10 of them, and they mention them in the text. But the ones that are important for the discussion that we're having right now is that credit needs to be awarded for learning, not experience. It has to be awarded for college level learning, and the credit has to be appropriate to the academic context in which it will be offered. Now, when we talk about credit for learning, not experience, you've probably gotten all kinds of spam about being able to get credit or degrees for work experience or even more life experience. Now, the difference between that is that PLA requires you to actually demonstrate the knowledge that you have through some kind of assessment, through an exam, through a portfolio, etc. Now, the difference between that and what diploma mills do is that diploma mills will award you credit or entire degrees based on unverified life experience. Basically, they might ask you to send in a resume, and you can put whatever you want in that resume and send in the check. And the only academic requirement for a diploma mill is that the check clears. Now, if you think this sounds like a very good deal, don't even go there. I can give you so many stories of people whose careers and whose academic and industry job elected official careers were destroyed by dealing with diploma mills. You don't want to go there. Now, credit for college level knowledge. Well, college level knowledge is one that includes both the practical and the theoretical. You not only have to be able to do something, you have to be able to reflect on it. You have to be able to talk about the history of it. You have to be able to talk about the applications, where things go, what is the context in which it can be applied in other areas. So it's not just having a skill, it's having knowledge about that skill. And college level knowledge would be equivalent to the objectives and content that would be offered in a college or university course. Now, for your prior learning portfolio, to document your knowledge into a portfolio, some of the questions that will get you started on this. 1, can I separate my knowledge from my experience? If you can do that, then you're probably talking about college level knowledge. Can I identify the sources of my college level learning? Can I reflect on my learning? Was it just knowledge of facts, or was it understanding of concept or principles or rules? Does it require problem solving? Does it require decision-making skills? The more of these things that you answer yes, the more likely that it is college level knowledge. Some other questions. Can I demonstrate a particular skill or competency? How did I apply that knowledge? Can I demonstrate a theoretical and practical understanding of a subject? If you're trying to challenge a particular class, like say English composition, can you actually give examples of things that you have composed or published, or things that show that you actually have that competency? Can you apply the knowledge in different and unique situations? Finally, some other questions you can ask. Can I find college courses that match my learning? This is going to be critical. You're going to look in Sullivan's catalog and other catalogs to try to find courses that teach what you already know. Can I find college textbooks that match my learning? If you can, chances are it's college level learning. And very important, can I provide documentation or products that I have created that demonstrate my learning? And finally, can I demonstrate my knowledge to an evaluator? Now, if you answer yes to these questions, then you're an excellent candidate for prior learning assessment using Portfolio. And so the remainder of this course will show you how to do this. See you in cyberspace.